AmeriCorps partners with CAP to allow me to have this opportunity to serve, and I'm so grateful for that. And I mean, we're working on these people's houses, and we show up and some of them are like, we thought we were forgotten about. Like, we didn't think anybody cared anymore. But when we show up, we're showing that somebody still cares and like there's still hope. And so it's just kind of the relationship you get to build with them is worth more than the repairs. If it weren't for AmeriCorps and their ability to come alongside and support CAP, CAP probably wouldn't even be able to have this many volunteers.
Being an AmeriCorps volunteer, my loans were put on forbearance for the year, and the interest was waived at the end, which was really helpful. And it meant that I didn't have to worry about jumping right into employment. I've fallen in love with this community. Like, as soon as you're here, it's a welcome home. And the intentionality of the CAP culture, in my experience, I know it's not the same for everybody, but for me, it's a safe space to grow and to fail and to try again the next day.
AmeriCorps partners with CAP so that CAP can use the resources that they would spend outfitting a volunteer. That money then can go towards their programs, helping rehab houses or working with the elderly or with any of their other myriad programs. The benefits of AmeriCorps, one of them is that they pay a stipend towards a college education. We're done with ours, but we have grandchildren coming up, and the AmeriCorps education benefit is good for 7 years. So while we are serving now, we're also helping to serve our grandchildren with AmeriCorps.
As a parent, I know that I really want my kid to grow up to be happy and to be a good person, but I also want them to have this sense of community and caring for others. His time as a volunteer has really taught him that. I think that it's good for people to take off a year if they're gaining skills, right? So he wasn't sitting at home, he wasn't, wallowing around trying to figure out what to do. He had a clear vision. And I think for kids who aren't really sure what they're going to do next, it's also really great for them. Once Carter decided that this was something that he wanted to do, CAP took him there from start to finish. So anything that he needed during the time he was there was really taken care of by CAP. So I didn't really have any worries at all once we dropped him off.
AmeriCorps provides a lot of benefits with the educational reward, student loans, and the scholarship money you need. And it's just provided so many more opportunities that I don't think I could learn elsewhere. For me, it was not having the social skills that I needed to interact with other people. And now that I've been doing this for so long, I just feel a lot more comfortable interacting with people. And I think that, there's a lot more other ways that this program can help.
Part of life itself is helping your fellow man. I think it's easy to sit at home, watch the TV, and just let the world go by. But it's another thing to actually get into it and get your hands dirty and start doing the necessary work. I mean, you may feel, like I do a lot of the times, inadequate. But at the same time, you might surprise yourself too. You might be more adequate for what is required than what you think. But you'll never know unless you come and try.
I would be very excited for anybody looking to do long-term volunteering with CAP, and I would encourage them to just jump into it with both feet and expect to be tired and expect to put everything they have into it and to live it like they're watching a sunset. When you go to watch a sunset, you stare at it and you don't want to miss any of it, so you don't shut your eyes and you don't turn away and you give it everything you have because it's over really quickly. And a volunteer year at CAP is about the same. Like, give it everything you have, so it's over really quickly.
I feel like it is worth your time to look into what AmeriCorps can do for you and for your family and grandchildren.
I wish every kid had this experience. I wish every kid could come into something, spend some time in the community, really give back before they go out into the world to work, before they go out to go to school, whatever they're deciding to do after high school. I think this is the perfect opportunity for them to grow.
You can't be fully sure about it before you do it, because there's always going to be some kind of hesitation about the unknown. And so you just jump in If you feel like that's where you're being led, you'll be taken care of there. And for whatever motivation you do it for, you'll learn so much about yourself, and probably end up loving it for a totally different reason than you went in.